going to meet JPEGMAFIA.
JPEGMAFIA! Hey! Hey, Piggy! How you doing? Welcome to Malibu, JPEGMAFIA!
What's up? How you doing?
So here we go. Let's descend down. It's actually bad luck to split. Have you ever heard that?
Split the pole?
Yeah.
That's like an old thing. I don't think anybody says that anymore.
Except me.
Yeah, me too. No.
So here we go, JPEG. Thank you for coming all this way. Like, how long did it take for you to come here?
It took me like an hour and a half to get here.
For a Nardwuar interview?
Yes.
It's amazing.
Worth every minute. It was great.
We have something really special for you coming up here.
Okay, I'm ready.
What do you see, Peggy?
I see the ocean, and I see glass,
And then take a left.
I see a nice view. A really nice view, a beautiful view. This is probably the only sober interview I've ever done. I haven't smoked anything, I haven't drank anything. Only thing I've done today is water and breakfast. I feel great.
Thank you for not puking. I appreciate it.
Oh, no problem. I won't do that again.
3 times on Talib's interview.
You know, it's so sad. That was embarrassing. I wish I could do that interview over and just not be drunk, because I feel like I was saying some serious shit, but I was just like plastered. So
It was amazing. I loved every minute of it. And I'm so happy they left it in. Even the sounds. They left the sounds in.
they left everything in. They edited it real well. It was great. It was a good experience. They treated me nicely though. Even afterwards, they were just like, "You okay?" So it was good.
Nardwuar. 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 Nardwuar.
Who are you?
I'm Peggy, JPEGMAFIA, Buttermilk Jesus, Peanut Butter Thug, all that.
JPEGMAFIA, welcome to Malibu, California.
Thank you. It's beautiful here.
And right off the bat, I have a gift for you right here. Ice Cube release related his first band, the CIA.
Yeah, this is the group he was in before the NWA. Yeah, the CIA.
Produced by
I don't know who this was produced by.
Dr. Dre.
Dr. Dre produced the CIA? Oh, I didn't know that. I actually didn't know that. I thought he didn't join up with him until afterwards. This is crazy. This is crazy as hell.
And also, notice it's in a Ruthless Records sleeve, which isn't connected, but I thought Ruthless Records is...
It's Eazy-E's label.
And quote, I rap with the spirit of...
Cube and P-Easy.
Easy!
Yeah.
So that's a connection. That is a gift for you, some CIA, because you love the Cube.
This is amazing. I actually thank you so much for this. How the hell did you, I mean, you're you, but how did you find that? How did you find a vinyl of his first? I didn't even think that existed, but that's good.
Well, I thought it's something possible that you could sample.
Oh, hell yeah. Definitely. Easily.
But I did bring that from Vancouver, British Columbia, Canada. And speaking of Vancouver, British Columbia, Canada, I have another gift for you, Peggy. Some Skinny Puppy.
Yeah, hell yeah.
What can you tell the people about Skinny Puppy from Vancouver, British Columbia, Canada?
This is one of my biggest influences. I love Skinny Puppy. They man, this is great, man.
1984.
1984. Yeah, they're one of my biggest influences just for what I do musically. You know, they always were ahead of their time, and I was a big fan of them when I was real young and I first getting into music and first getting into like music that wasn't just on TV. You know, so this is fucking amazing.
And I love the fact you also like Throbbing Gristle too.
I love Throbbing Gristle, man. They're amazing. I love R.I.P. Genesis. I love Throbbing Gristle. That's one of my hugest influences, actually.
JPEGMAFIA, thank you, Young Gigi.
Young Gigi. Oh, Young Gigi?
From Seattle.
Oh, yeah, I was like, from Seattle? Yeah, I know Young Gigi.
How did he play into your story?
So, Young Gigi, I played a set with Young Gigi years ago, and then we became friends, and he was supposed to take me to a Juggalo concert, and yeah. That's how I just know of him. He's just an artist in Seattle.
Well, I love Seattle, Vancouver, the Northwest, Skinny Puppy. I love that.
Hell yeah, absolutely. How the hell did you pulled out Young Gigi out of nowhere?
Well, you are JPEG Mafia. We have to know.
I know. That's you did your research. It's crazy. Good.
JPEG Mafia, I have another gift for you right here. What can you explain the importance of this 7-inch Chipmunk Punk?
Chipmunk Punk.
Chipmunk.
Chipmunk Punk. I'm not sure.
Dead or
Alive?
dead or alive?
Dead or Oh, is this what they sampled?
I'm not exactly sure, but it is Chimunkian sounds.
Yeah, it does sound chipmunky. I was like, is this what they sampled for? You're talking about so Dead or Alive is a Cameron song that Kanye produced. I didn't know he actually produced it. I just liked the song, but I found out later, and I was like, that makes sense because I actually love Kanye. But
That's kind of like like Chipmunk Punk.
it does.
I love that.
It's chipmunky. It does sound chipmunky. That's
And I
great.
love the punk angle, like Chipmunk and Punk together.
What actually is this? This is an Alvin and the Chipmunks album.
Yeah, doing Call Me and Refugee.
Okay.
And that's for you. That's a gift for you.
Thank you so much. That's amazing.
JPEG Mafia, as a kid, you once stole some CDs.
Yes, I did.
What CDs were they?
I stole a Corinne Bailey Ray CD, and I stole, I think Kanye West Graduation. I think I stole those 2 CDs from Walmart, but they were clean. Well, the Kanye one was clean.
Was it in Alabama?
Yes, it was.
What's it like in Alabama for gigs? What was it like doing gigs in Alabama?
I never did gigs in Alabama. It was too hectic down there. I did do gigs in that area though. After I left Alabama.
What was that like?
Very hectic. I used to. It used to be just basically a fight after every night, or like some kind of hostile energy, because I was directly playing into the people's insecurities.
And I have another gift for you, JPEG Mafia, right here. A K-Slay featuring, who does it feature?
Lil White, 3-6 Mafia, and Frasier Boy.
Who gives a...
Fuck, where you from? This is crazy as shit. This is on vinyl. This song samples the Transformers. They just loop the Transformers if you listen to this, and they just put it out. I love it. It's crazy.
And that comes with an instrumental. So,
it does?
Yeah, so you could play that live.
I can play it live. I can rap over this now. Thank you. I never knew that beat was anywhere.
What can you say, though, about Little White?
Lil White? Lil White is fire. He has a song. He has a song called My Smoking Song, and when I was in high school, all my white trash friends would always play it for me, and so I got into Lil White. I actually like Lil White.
What about for packaging and JPEG Mafia? Where do you get PlayStation boxes?
I think I'm just, it's unoriginality on my part as a fashion designer, so I just, plagiarize something that means a lot to me in my past, which is a PlayStation logo.
JPEG Mafia, the Air Force.
Oh, shit, yeah.
What was it like in the Air Force when you had entertainers come to the base? Did any entertainers ever come?
Yeah. You actually did your research. Yeah, when I was deployed overseas in Iraq, Ja Rule came by and performed. And I saw Ja Rule while I was at war.
What was that like? Were you in a pit? Were you allowed backstage? What was that gig like?
There was no pit. It was just we had to sit. We had to go. They asked us if we wanted to go, and the people who wanted to go got to go. And then they marched us into this area, and we got to sit down. And we just basically had to we weren't allowed to really do anything but clap and cheer. Really, we were not allowed to boo.
Were you in chairs?
Yeah, we all they sat us all down like we were at a pep rally or something. Yeah.
And I was thinking about the Air Force, and I wanted to give you, JPEG Mafia, another gift right here. An Air Force GIs in Germany.
What the hell is this? Jesus Christ.
And it's the sounds of the Air Force, and I thought you could sample this for one of your records.
Good.
One of your songs.
I definitely. You're just doing crate digging for me. This is great. This is crazy.
Like an official Air Force record. And look at the booklet. There's a booklet, too.
It's really nice. Why don't more vinyls? It's like a book. You can just open it and read it. There should be more vinyls like this. This is crazy.
And when I was thinking, they put out this record for the Air Force, would they put out your record?
Hell no. They would not. Let me tell you something. They do not like me in the Air Force. They invited me to come back to speak at the base I used to be at, and I literally told them, fuck no. I said, no, I'm good. I don't want nothing to do with y'all. They have not spoken to me since. They would not put my record out. But I'm glad they got this one out because they got a banger right here. I'm gonna bump this when I get home. Wow.
JPEGMAFIA.
Yeah.
In Malibu. Malibu. Look, Malibu.
We're in Malibu. It's beautiful.
Thank you for coming like again an hour and a half to get here.
Yes, it's fine. It's fine. It's worth it.
To talk to me, Nardwuar, the human serviette. I really appreciate that.
You're the legend. I have to talk to you.
Well, thank you for the kind words. But speaking of legends, OG Dutch.
OG Dutch Master.
OG Dutch Master.
Fuck. Yeah, yeah. OG Dutch Master from Baltimore. What the fuck?
Like, what can you say about the Dutch Master?
Oh, he's an artist from Baltimore. He's a I just didn't expect you to say OG Dutch Master to me. But when I was coming up in Baltimore, he was one of the guys who kind of laid the foundation for like my crew of people that were coming up at the time. So he's like a Baltimore legend.
Thank you, Super San. It was a Super San show that introduced you to Baltimore music.
Yes. Yes.
Butch Dawson.
Yes, Butch Dawson.
So you just saw a show and then went to it? How did that happen? Like, that's pretty random.
How did you know that? I just thought about that, what you said. Yeah, it was a show at this place in Baltimore called The Crown, a Super Saiyan show. It was like a Super Saiyan themed show. And yeah, that was the first time I met Butch and a bunch of other people in the scene. How the fuck did you know that, though? That's like super random. I don't even think I've said that to anybody.
Wi-Fi, the song Wi-Fi featuring Grey Dolph and Elon.
Yes.
What can you say about that song?
That song is a great song. It's a fantastic song. I wanted it to be on the album, but I couldn't put it on it for sample issues and stuff. But like, yeah, that's crazy as fuck. You're pulling out so much random shit.
Well, I have another gift for you that's really important.
You really are you're an investigator. You really know this.
Well, what can you say about $500,000?
$500,000? Yeah, yo, $500,000. Rest in peace. This is one of my favorite rappers coming up. He's a New York rapper from back in the day, and he used to rap with this guy AZ, who's also a legendary New York rapper. But yeah, $500,000. How the fuck, man?
And that's a gift for you. And look, instrumental.
Yeah, man, it got the beat on there. That's great.
Actually, now that you're here and you know a lot about songs, what's the deal on me giving a lot of people with instrumentals? Can people actually use them? I'm just curious.
Not legally, but you can, you know, if you just want to put something on YouTube or something. But you can't I can't make a song from that shit. I mean, I guess you can. Bobby Shmurda did from Lloyd Banks' song, so maybe you can. But yeah, you can't traditionally, legally.
DJ Genie.
DJ Genie, yeah, another Baltimore artist.
What do you know about Baltimore club music?
I know a little bit about it, but not a whole bunch.
Well, to remedy that situation, I have a gift for you right here. We have Baltimore Club Classics, Volume 4.
Thank you so much. This is Volume 4?
Yeah, featuring DJ Techniques.
This is great.
Also did tracks for The Wire, but Baltimore Club, it's really important. Like, what can you say about Baltimore Club?
I mean, Baltimore Club is one of the most copied genres out there and one of the most influential. It's, the lifeblood of the city. And I think, I think there needs to be more respect put on it. I might not be in that genre itself, but there definitely needs to be, like, more respect for the influence that it has on everything else.
And you sample everything, like Atari Teenage Riot.
Atari Teenage Riot.
I love that, Atari Teenage Riot, and then Britney Spears.
The legend, Britney Spears.
Now, how hard was it for her to hear the song? Did she actually hear the song, or did her people hear the song?
Probably her people. I'm gonna assume her people. I doubt she took time out to hear my shitty little version of her song, but she had to approve it though. So there's some knowledge of it. You know what I mean? So like, I'm glad that she was able to just approve it for me because she didn't have to do that. She doesn't know me. She doesn't have to care about me. She gains nothing from this, but she just did it anyway. So I appreciate it.
From Atari Teenage Riot to Britney
Spears.
You are a producer.
Yes, I am a producer.
And speaking of being a producer, I thought I'd give you another record right here called The producer.
What is this?
And it's actually, read it back. It's a sample record.
It's a record meant to be sampled?
Well, we want to sample it, but actually it was designed for radio stations, but it'd be perfect for, look at some of the tracks on there. Read the back.
That's crazy. Vocal open, 21. Mid vocals, 23. This looks like me when I'm like mixing and mastering and sending shit off. This is like math. This is like audio math. but yeah.
I thought it would be cool for you to possibly sample that or listen to it and get some inspiration. Like, it's for producers. It actually was for radio producers. What is the difference when you meet other producers? Like when you meet a producer, other producer talk.
You know, we just speak a language to each other when producers get together that's like, you know, other people don't really speak it, but it's like we just know where to go in our respective digital audio workstations or keyboards, whatever you work on, and log stuff. It's just like a language we speak to each other. It's really hard to explain, but you know, like for example, if I'm working with, say, Clams Casino, when I worked with him, it was like I was just like, I had my Pro Tools open and he was on the piano and I was just making shit and he was just playing off of me basically. So it's like we weren't even really speaking to each other. It was less of a conversation and more of like two people feeling themselves out, two like dancers, you know, two ball players like one-on-one just feeling each other out. So it was good.
Now, what happens when you meet another producer and they comment on your live show? Because I noticed during your live show, you were doing producing, like you were operating a Mac. Yeah. Did they frown on that? Like, you should get somebody to operate the Mac. How do you operate a Mac during a show? And do you use a mouse? I don't think you use a mouse.
No, I don't use a mouse. None of them do. Some of them do comment.
They're like, hey, Peggy, great production, but come on, get somebody to help you out.
I have had that. Someone said that to me overseas one time. This guy was like, you know, great show and everything, but if you get a band and a DJ, you really take this thing to the next level. And I was just like, I don't know.
But how do you do it with one laptop? Like the sweat pouring down? And like, how do you see, like, any tips for doing a one-man show, looking at your laptop and you're covered in sweat and afraid about hitting something? What happens?
You got to be, I guess the only tip I can give you is, shit, you got to like what you're doing. I love what I'm actually doing out there, so I kind of make it work. But yeah, I guess it does put me at a disadvantage technically. But, hey. You know, I'm just going up there playing my songs and rocking out. That's what hip-hop is. A beat, vocals, mic, and a crowd. So I'm stripping it to its bare essentials, you know?
Well, I think it's so amazing because it's kind of dangerous. Like, you're stopping it and you're controlling it. It's like, I love that. It's like the crazy element of, have you ever had that? Like, something resets when it shouldn't, or, oh my God, what am I going to do?
Yeah, I had someone call me in the middle of a set. And all my iCloud stuff was connected. The whole shit went off and stopped the song in the middle of it. But it was actually a good moment. But you know, at the time I was upset. But now that I think back on it, it's funny. But yeah, that's probably the only time. Other than that, everything goes pretty smooth. I made all my mistakes before I was making any money from rap. So I worked out the kinks already.
Can you demonstrate any of your live set vocal warm-ups? What do you do when you vocal warm up for a set?
You really want me to do that? It's really awkward.
I was just curious, like, it's tiny sampling. What do you do?
Well, I do this thing where, like, I have to just, like, roll my voice. So I'm like that. And it's supposed to, like, soothe your vocals beforehand and get you ready to scream so it can expand.
What work? The sun came out at Malibu. The vocal warm-up.
It's also how you summon the sun.
JPEGMAFIA, the boiler room set that you did was so intense. It was like a ring. What's going on there?
The boiler room set is crazy. They the security kept telling me, they were just like, you gotta stop, man. You gotta calm everybody down. And I'm like, bro, I hate when people do that to me. I get what they're trying to say. I did need to calm people down, but you have to look at who you book. You can't book someone who's known for doing this and then try to, you know, call an audible in the middle of it. Like, I hate that. But I love that set, though. That set, it created a lot of tension. It was a good set. Yeah, it was in London. It was at, damn, where the fuck was that? I can't remember where I was at. Maybe Field Day or something. But
what happened afterwards? Did you get the hell out?
Yeah, I just went to the back. I was pissed because they kept like pushing my shit back, but it was fine. They just gave me a thorough scolding afterwards. Like, please don't do that again. Please don't do that again. They probably never booked me there again. It's fine. It's whatever.
So, JPEG, you're doing your set and you're looking at the crowd. What did the crowd demand? What did they demand?
They demand that spit. They demand that saliva, that wet shit.
And you deliver that.
Always consensually. You gotta ask for it. I'm not walking out there. I know what people think. I'm walking out there just spitting on people. That's not what it is. I spit on anyone's mouth, anywhere, anytime at the show. You just gotta ask. That's it. It's consensual. It's nothing more.
Generation Y, 1989.
Yeah, hell yeah. You don't understand how crazy that is to hear you say that. Yeah, Generation Y, 1989.
And Fed Flynn.
Fed Flintstone? Whoa, what the fuck? Fed Flintstone, how do you know that? That's like a random beat on one of my vlogs.
What can you tell about the genesis of Fed Flintstone?
Can I show you something? That's so, yeah. So Fed Flintstone is a beat. It's just a random beat I made around the time for this album I got called All My Heroes. So look, I have that beat right here. That's it, Fed Flintstone. I changed it to Fed because I was working on it, but it was originally Fed Flintstone. And you got that off my vlog, you sly dog. But what were you saying? Sorry, you caught me way off guard.
And winding up here, JPEGMAFIA, I have another gift for you right here. What can you tell the people about the X-Clan?
X-Clan!
From 1990.
Damn.
For you, an instrumental too.
Wow, this is great. This is a great cover. X-Clan, this is a legendary 90s group. You know, they were heavy on black consciousness, you know. This was back in a time where, like, knowing your roots as a black person was very popular in the mainstream, like just in general. You could see it in the TV shows and the everything. And X-Clan were like a perfect representation of that. They got some classic songs, classic albums. It's a legendary group, X-Clan.
How did you get into them?
Honestly, from listening to Ice Cube, I was listening to Ice Cube and listened to his group, the Lynch Mob, and it kind of led me down a rabbit hole of finding artists like this. So when I was like very young, I went down a rabbit hole of looking up artists like X-Clan, the Lynch Mob, Public Enemy, etc., Jungle Brothers, etc., etc. So yeah.
JPEGMAFIA, X-Clan.
The X-Clan, man.
Dylan Ubaldo.
Yeah, that's my man.
He sends you beats?
Yeah, he sends me beats sometimes. I send him beats every now and then.
He also is into food, isn't he? The Calasag.
How do you know all this random shit? Yeah, he's
like a cook and a musician.
He's an excellent cook, and yes, he's one of the most fire cooks I know, and one of my best friends. How the fuck do you know this? You called his full name too. I can't.
Quote, my bus pass ain't been legit since...
What is the line? Since I fucked Karuchi?
Yes! And I was wondering, have you seen her in L.A.? Because you saw Drake, but have you run into him?
I've never seen Karuchi in my life. I was just rapping. I think I even said I was just rapping afterwards. I've never met Karuchi. I don't know her. There's nothing going on there.
What is the closest you've got to her? The closest you've got to her? Like in L.A. You were in L.A.
I mean, I've eaten at Nobu before. Maybe she was in there at the same time. That's probably as close as I got to Karuchi in my life.
And you were JPEG?
Mafia.
So here we are in Malibu, California, kind of far away from Vancouver, British Columbia,
Canada.
But what can you say about H.T. Bar? Because you talked to some Canadians, Orville Peck, Tommy Genesis. What can you say about H.T. Bar?
H.T. Bar is my version of a vlog, but I didn't want to, I don't want to have segments and explain everything. I just kind of wanted it to be found footage, like, so all the stuff that's going on with me in the industry when I meet people, I like to sometimes just like get little candid moments and put it out for people to see. So it's good, and it doesn't have to be just musicians. I've interviewed like wrestlers. I want to interview politicians and stuff. I had to put it on the side because I had to finish my album, but I love HT Bar, and it's my way to like, so people can see my personality more or something. Cause like, I just don't really tell people much, I guess.
JPEGMAFIA, here we are winding up in Malibu, California.
Malibu, California. It's beautiful out here.
And speaking of HT Bar, and thank you again for the Canadian props. Again, Tommy Genesis, Orville Peck.
Legends.
I thought, lastly, I would give you a Canadian gift right here. And what can you say about this Canadian fellow, Mort Garson, Plantasia?
Oh, Plantasia. Wait, the album Plantasia?
Yeah, he's the same guy.
This is the guy that made the Plant album?
Yeah.
Oh, this is the same guy?
Yeah.
This is probably some heat then. This is probably some heat. The album's great.
What can you say about that album?
It's great. It's really nice. I play that album every now and then, actually, like when I'm just like playing games or just chilling around the house. It's
all about plants.
he really made that just for plants. It's so good. It's so complex. He must really love plants. You know what I mean? Like it's really cool. Like especially for the time period it was made. That's crazy.
And these are the outtakes from that album.
Music for advertising, number 1, number 2, and number 3. Cathedral of Pleasure. Yo,
The outtakes from the Plant album.
this is crazy because some of these seem kind of like generic names, but it's heat because it's this guy. You know what I mean? It's like that music advertising number 4 is probably crazy as fuck.
Well, check it out in the inside. It comes with a Mort Garson poster as well to put up in your studio.
Oh, this is hard. Wait, what? This is fantastic.
Behind the scenes of the Plant album.
This is how it was made. There's an orchestra here. It seems like he made it by himself. On this thing. What is this?
A patch bay.
Wow, this is a patch bay from the 70s?
Incredible. And he's Canadian too.
That's crazy. It looks like a computer.
An orchestra too. The future of JPEGMAFIA.
Yeah, this is me in the future. It's just gonna be me with this and an orchestra, hopefully.
I thought maybe to put it in your producer room.
Yeah, actually,
Is there a producer room?
yes, there's a producer room in my house, and I will put this up in there actually, for sure. This is great. This is one of the ones I'm looking forward to the most. The Mort Garson, excuse me.
Thank you, Sacred Bones Records. They reissued it.
Oh, shout out Sacred Bones, man.
And we went through the vault, and that's what the picture was, like all the old reels. You saw all the old reels there as well.
This stuff right here?
Yeah, that's the outtakes.
This is crazy. Yeah, this is crazy. This is good stuff. Thank you for this.
JPEGMAFIA, anything else you want to add to the people out there at all?
I'm honored to do this. I never thought I'd ever get interviewed by you, so I'm really honored to do this. It's crazy. We're here in beautiful Malibu. I got all this cool shit. I've been reminded of things I haven't thought about in a while. I feel thoroughly investigated. You definitely pulled out some shit I didn't expect you to. A couple things, actually. So, yeah, good stuff.
Well, thank you so much for being into an interview. I really appreciate it, JPEGMAFIA, and thank you for the kind words. And I was curious, why should people care about JPEGMAFIA? Why should people care?
People should care about me because there's a space for black people who are not into normal things or into alternative things, and we should be allowed to do that without being typecast as weird or like this or that or we're white or this or that. It needs to be I think that people should care about me because at the base core I represent that, and I'm going to continue to represent that no matter what any of these hating motherfuckers think. So that's why people should care about me. That's like really important to me. And like I think there should be a space for black kids to do what they actually want and not have to fit into some box because it's being gatekept by people who, were not respectable in the first place. So anyway, that's why people should listen to JPEGMAFIA. That was a lot, but.
Well, thanks so much, JPEGMAFIA. Keep on washing your hands in a free world and do. Doot
doodaloot doot.
Doot doodaloot doo.
Doot doodaloot doot.
Almost. Doot doodaloot doo.
Doot doodaloot doot.
Almost. Just fill in the blanks. Doot doodaloot doo.
Doot doodaloot doo.
Almost. Doot doodaloot doo.
Doot doodaloot doo.
A few more doots than are necessary there.
Let's go.
Doot doodaloot doo.
Can I see this?
Doot doot.
Doodaloo, do, do, do.
Yeah!